Hello, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. I was trying to get some sleep. It's around 12:30 right now. I was trying to get some sleep, but I just kept thinking. I stayed awake and just kept thinking, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a video. And got some pretty amazing ideas, some things I want to talk about, which very happy to get the opportunity to talk about it again. So anyway, what's the topic today? I think this is a good one. I think you guys gonna like this one. It's gonna explain for you guys a lot of things that it's going to clear up certain how to say this misunderstandings about demons and demonology. So I'm gonna explain everything about relating to demons to you, and I'm gonna clear up all the misconceptions. So first of all, I'll talk a little bit about the history of demons and demonology. So the actual word demon comes from the Greek, from the ancient Greece, and the word they used was actually demona, and it was believed by the Greeks that every human, every person has a so-called demona inside of them. It's like a spirit, like a familiar spirit that lives within you or with you. There is actually such a belief was actually copied in Islam, uh, believe it or not. Islam also believes in the same demona, but I think it is in Islam it is referred to as Karin, has a different word. But anyway, back to the topic. This demon or demona, this is etymologically where the word demon comes from, and it just basically means a familiar spirit. It's a spirit that lives within you. It has magical powers. It can communicate with you. It can get you to do things. It can inspire you with certain ideas. It can do a lot of things. But was it considered to be evil? Not necessarily. Some of them could be evil. Some of them could be good or neutral. There is no I don't know how to say this, but there's no connotation ascribed to these demons. They were just considered to be spirits that can act on you as human, and that's it, and have a relationship with you. That's all there is to it. It's similar to the concept of the jinns from Arabic culture. There are the good jinns and there's the bad jinns, and it's they're not necessarily evil. Anyway, that's just to clarify some things about demons. So, guys, whenever you hear demon, nowadays you think of like evil and something really bad, but not necessarily. I mean, demons are not necessarily considered to be evil. But let's take it a little bit further back. Where do demons actually come from? Like historically speaking, well, there was demonology practiced by the primitive people. Like I'm talking about primitive hunter-gatherers that lived in like the wilderness in ancient times. They believed in demons. They believed in that was actually their religion. Their religion was centered around demonology. Some might refer to it as shamanism, but that's practically the same thing. Other words that can be used is animism, from anima. Anima is a Latin word which means soul. Anima is soul, animus, and that's where the word animal comes from. By the way, it just means a creature which has a soul. That's what it means. Anyway, yeah. So demonology was practiced in ancient times by the primitive hunter-gatherer tribes. To this day, it is being practiced, and it's centered around the belief in the spirits of nature. There was no consideration that they would be necessarily evil. No, a lot of them were quite good. Actually, a lot of the things that had something to do with nature was considered to be good, and nature was considered to be good. You know, not in the sense that it cannot do harm, but more in the sense that think more about the word valid, justified, right. something which has the right to exist, as opposed to in nature, evil is not, how to explain it? In nature, evil is not something which harms you. It's not anything that is harmful is considered to be evil. No, in nature, it is rather the things which are not valid, the things which are not justified. Anything which is unnatural is considered to be evil. This is the natural perspective. Remember, guys. But anyway, so yeah, we talked about demonology. We talked about the word demona, where it comes from. It comes from the Greeks. So just to clarify things, guys, demons are, not necessarily evil, and this is a misconception which was created by Christianity. I recommend you guys. I don't know if you guys read the Bible. If you haven't read the Bible, read the Bible. I think you should read the Bible. You shouldn't believe in what the Bible says. Actually, you shouldn't believe in it. My recommendation for you guys is, if you follow this Christian faith, please leave this religion. Please stop believing in Christ. Stop believing in the sacrifice of the lamb. Stop believing in the power of the cross. Just give up all these beliefs to do with Christianity. This is my recommendation. But if you haven't read the Bible, I recommend you to read it. Once you read it, I think things will become much more clear for you guys. I think a lot of the people who say that they're Christian, they haven't actually read the Bible. I think if they read the Bible, I think they might realize that that there is a problem. But anyway, hey, to each his own. I believe in freedom of choice. I believe in free will. Like, you want to believe in something, you can believe in it. There's no problem. You don't want to believe in it, don't believe in it. But anyway, back to the topic of demons. It was the Christians and Christianity specifically which created this concept, this brainwashed concept that demons are evil. There's this idea about Satan being evil, and that demons are such evil spirits going around torturing and tormenting people and causing problems and doing harmful things. This is a Christian idea, right? And where does this issue come from? Well, like I said, it comes from Christianity, but you see, there was a person that was identified in the Old Testament. I'm talking about the Hebrew Bible, the Torah, and, in the book of Job, there is a character identified, was actually an angel of the Lord, called Satan. His name is Satan. In Hebrew, it's Satan. In Hebrew, it is referred to as Satan. Okay, that's where the word Satan comes from. And Satan was not evil. He was not actually a demon. He was an angel. And he was subservient to God, Elohim. And he was doing the bidding of God. And he was taking orders, basically. And basically, the story of Job. God, Elohim, Yahweh, orders Satan to torture Job. Satan was not actually acting of his own free will. He was just under the commands of God, basically. And generally speaking, in Judaism, and basically according to the Old Testament, Satan is not considered to be an evil being, right? Because remember, he's an angel who is subservient to God. Anyway, why I'm mentioning this is because Christianity has distorted this, let's say, teaching about Satan and made out Satan to be an evil creature that is trying to go around harming people and causing people to err and do bad things and kill people and that kind of stuff. Where this belief comes from, a lot of people have suggested that it could be coming from Zoroastrianism. There is a religion that started in Persia about 600 BC called Zoroastrianism. And Zoroastrianism, or Mazda, teaches that that there is a good God and an evil God, and this evil God is called Ahriman, and this is where the concept of the devil came from, or as well in Greek, diabolos. So yeah, so basically, this concept of there being an evil Satan is something that was made up by Christianity. Yes, Satan did exist in the Old Testament. The Jews believed in Satan, but they did not believe in an evil Satan. They just believed in Satan. So it was the Christians that created these concepts about Satan being evil, and that demons are evil creatures that go around doing evil things. Pretty much. So now I'm going to explain demons to you a little bit more in detail, so you understand what demons are. Generally, yeah. Generally, I would say that demons are good. So, as somebody who believes in demons and who believes in demonology as well, I accept demons in my life. So, I see demons as a positive force, not as a negative force. Okay, guys, anybody telling you that demons are evil is hugely misguided. Hugely misguided. Think of demons as the spirit of nature. This is basically what it is. The spirit of nature, that's what demons are. The more, I'm going to try to say this in the most simplistic terms possible, or intuitively as well. The closer you are to nature, the more demons you will have. Basically, the more dirty you are, guys, remember, the word dirty has negative connotations nowadays in our society, but it shouldn't, because it comes from the word dirt, and everybody in nature lives on dirt or in dirt. There is nothing wrong with dirt. Humans are supposed to be in dirt, by the way. Yeah. So being dirty is actually a good thing, because then you're closer to nature and you will have more demons. The cleaner you are, actually, the more you try to stay clean, the less demons you will have, and the further away you will be from nature, because you will be living an unnatural lifestyle, an unnatural life. The problem now, the problem with Christianity is Christianity. I mean, guys, I'm not trying to like rip into Christianity. I have no personal issues with Christianity. I just think that Christianity is not really what we need in life. I think it's not a force for good. If anything, I would say Christianity is a force for evil. It's a pretty evil religion, if you really consider it. And it teaches people to do things and believe things which are evil. By evil, I mean unnatural, right? Against nature. Guys, remember, in nature, just because something is harmful to somebody or to some being does not necessarily mean it is evil. A lion may go and hunt a gazelle and kill a gazelle and ferociously devour a gazelle. Yes, that's very harmful activity, but this is not evil, right? We would not describe lions killing gazelles as being evil. It's something that is part of nature, and it has to happen that way, right? If you want to eat meat, you have to kill an animal. That's just, it's not an evil action, right? If anything, someone who goes around recommending people not to eat meat and to follow, let's say, a vegan diet, or to eat bread, as they do in Christianity, that is evil, because you're telling people to do something unnatural, and you're preventing them from doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is to kill and eat animals and drink blood. So, if you just telling people, oh, eat bread and pasta and that kind of stuff, then you're harming people because they're going to be eating something which is not really healthy for them. And it's going to cause them many problems, such as heart disease and diabetes and Alzheimer's, and will lower their immune system as well as many other things. But back to the topic. Um, what Christianity is trying to do is trying to, you see, Christianity focuses a lot on baptism, but it also focuses a lot on exorcism, to like exorcise the demons out of houses and out of people and out of vessels. This is a bad thing, actually. We need more demons in our lives. We don't need exorcism to get rid of the demons, because once you remove the demons, it's like a process of sterilization. You're sterilizing, um, this human being or this place, right? So there was this human that was full of demons and spirits, and now you just exorcise them and you remove all the demons. It's a process of sterilization. You're sterilizing. It's almost like saying, we have this man. There's a man and he's got a lot of testosterone and he's got a lot of hair on his chest and that kind of stuff and a big, large beard. And then we're going to like chop off his balls and castrate him, and that's a good thing because now he will not be able to potentially rape women or something like that. Well, is that a good thing? No, you're sterilizing him, right? You're sterilizing him, right? That's not a good thing, right? That's a bad thing. Anyway, um, yeah. So what Christianity is attempting to do, it's trying to sterilize. Basically, it's trying to remove nature. It's trying to get rid of nature. It's trying to create a world where nature doesn't have the effect that it should have, an unnatural world. And I think Christianity is slightly to blame, actually, for veganism. I mean, yeah, it's true. Christians do not preach veganism or vegetarianism, but it is true that many Christians have subsequently in the future in the past, like the Seventh Day Adventists have practiced and preached vegetarianism, and of course, I think Christianity is a gateway towards these silly beliefs. Christianity is a gateway towards veganism and vegetarianism. Now, it doesn't preach it specifically, but it is a gateway, in my opinion, towards these things. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is how you can become sterilized. Is you get rid of all the demons in your life and you just say, okay, gonna eat a vegan diet. It's gonna lower my hormones. For the women, it's gonna mess with their hormones. For the men, it's gonna lower the testosterone and make you very unhealthy. And it's very low vibration, low energy food, so you're not gonna have a lot of demons inside of you. Generally speaking, you're gonna live a pretty sterilized um, life, and that's not good. I mean, I don't know if I'm getting through to you guys, but um, I'm trying to put it in terms that everybody would be able to understand. So, like I explained before, demons are not evil creatures. Okay, they are not evil. Demons, um, demons are just demons. They are spirits. They're spirits of nature. This is all that is. Okay, they're not evil. They are capable of good and they are capable of evil. So yeah, so you should actually be trying to welcome demons in your life. You should try to have as many demons in your life because you know I'll try to explain something to you. Um, See, if you're walking down a street and you see a woman going completely batshit crazy and shouting in a very angry tone and that kind of stuff, that's demonic activity. It's not necessarily negative. There's nothing negative about it. It's not something bad. It's just that's being influenced by demons, especially when alcohol is involved, because Well, we do call them spirits for a reason because they're spiritual, right? It has something to do with spirits. But anyway, guys, don't try to live this life where it's everything is sterilized because the the modern lifestyle is pretty sterile. It's pretty clean. Like by clean, I don't mean spiritually clean. I mean it's sterilized. Like there's nothing, none of the things of nature happening in. If you stay in your house, for example, it's pretty clean, right? There's no dirt. There's no animals walking around. There's no germs. Nothing. You know what I mean? It's very sterilized, very clean, and that's not really a good thing because you're straying away from nature. And we are expected, actually, this is a brainwash, actually, we are expected to shower every day, which is ridiculous. Humans do not, in nature, humans do not shower every day. Um, I think it's a matter of perspective. If you are brainwashed, you will see dirt as being a bad thing. You will see it as being, you know, something that is bad that you need to get rid of. But this is like saying that we need to get rid of nature. And precisely this, the modernists, not just the modernists, but the globalists as well, their agenda is to literally cleanse nature. They're literally trying to get rid of nature. They can never do it, but this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to build as many cities and metropolises and cut down as many trees and forests and get rid of nature, you know. But if you think about it, nature is nature is by nature dirty, right? Nature is dirty, right? But practically all of Earth is dirty, right? Because Earth is made up of soil. Guys, hello. Everywhere you go on Earth, there is soil, right? If you go in nature, there's always going to be either soil or sand or rocks, but there's always going to be dirt, right? So nature is by nature is quite dirty, and animals are also pretty dirty, generally speaking. There's nothing wrong with dirt. So this is another brainwashing from society that tries to get you to clean and to wash, especially to wash with soap. Which I have nothing against soap, to be honest. I just recommend people to use soap that is natural, that doesn't have any parabens. Guys, stay away from parabens. They're really bad for you. Seriously, man, like parabens are really, really bad for you. Get natural soap. Get like that French soap, uh, Savon de Marseille, that natural soap from France. Really good. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they want you to just to keep brainwashing that sweat is bad and it has to be cleaned out and all the smell, the natural smells that you have. By the way, guys, there's actually a really good reason why you shouldn't shower all the time. Because that sweat that you're sweating, like as a man, and actually even as a woman, but as a man, that sweat that you're sweating it has a lot of pheromones. Not only does it exude the smell of your testosterone, but it also exudes pheromones, and that has actually scientifically been proven to attract women. But the same is for women as well. I mean, I remember when I had a girlfriend, and sometimes she would come and she hasn't showered in a while, and she quote unquote stinks. But it's like a good stink, not a bad one. And I loved it. You know what I mean? I loved, putting my nose on her vagina and just smelling it, and just smelling that dirty body of hers, and that we'd have like very, very passionate sex as well. Beautiful. So, guys, anyway, um, back to the origins of the topic. Don't let these religions or any beliefs, by the way, not just religion specifically, but any belief that wants you to be clean, uh, of course, clean is just another way of saying that you're going to be sterilized. Don't live a sterile life. Don't let any of these ideologies sterilize you. Whether it's doesn't matter. Christianity, veganism, whatever. Stay dirty. Stay dirty and stay. Keep the demons in your life. Stay demonic. Okay. I don't mean this in like an evil way that you have to go around doing evil things. It's not what I'm saying that you should do. All I'm saying is let the demons in your life, let the demons guide you, let the demons give you inspiration, let nature. Guys, demons are the messengers of nature. You know how in these silly religions like Judaism and Christianity and Islam, they have messengers, right? They have like these prophets or messengers that supposedly come to bear a message from, God or whatever. Guys, demons are the messengers of nature, and nature is God, right? So, because God is nature, and nature is God. So, who are the messengers of nature? It's the demons. The demons are the messengers of nature. They're the ones communicating with us. They're the ones with which we are able to be penetrated by nature and the way we receive inspiration from nature. So guys, stay dirty. Don't allow these ideologies to sterilize you, and allow the demons in your life so that you can be closer to nature and become more natural. This is the best thing that can be. I just can't really think of anything else, any other way that I can explain this really. But yeah, I think I explained the history. I explained to you where the word demona comes from, and demonology, how it was practiced in the ancient times by the primitive people and still technically to this day. And explained to you a little bit about Christianity and the history of Satan and all these things. So yeah, like I said, guys, exorcism, by the way, this Christianity is trying to sterilize you. It's trying to okay, I'm going to try to give you an example of what exorcism is like. I will liken exorcism to boiling. Exorcism is like taking food, really delicious food that has a lot of nutrients, and just boiling the living shit out of it. And I don't mean just boiling it like for like 10 minutes. Nah, boiling it for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Ridiculous amounts of boiling, to the point that the food is just overcooked and dead, and there is no no nutrients in it, basically no life force, right? It's useless. It's just a bunch of whatever protein or whatever. That's a lot like what exorcism is. They're trying to this Christian religion is trying to boil you alive. It's trying to remove all the potency and the demons out of your life. It's trying to make you powerless. They want people to be clean, but cleanliness is just not part of nature. If you go around and I don't know what, guys, I don't know when the last time was that you took a hike in the woods, but do go back there again and tell me how clean it is, because it isn't, right? It's full of germs, soil, the dirt, the sand, the trees, everything, animals shitting everywhere. Come on, guys. You're going to tell me that nature is supposed to be clean. And of course, guys, we have strayed, guys. We have absolutely strayed. We have strayed from the path of nature. We have strayed from nature. This is the problem with us humans. We used to have an amazing life. We used to have a beautiful life. All of us humans. We lived as families, as hunter-gatherers in nature, in the wilderness, completely 100% in tune with nature. Complete natural lifestyle, full of demons, completely demon-possessed. Amazing. And we let that go. We started building these metropolises and cities, and we started going further away from nature, staying in houses, further away from nature, sterilizing everything. We created all these false religions like Christianity to clean out all the nature from our lives. And look at the horrible things that have happened as a result. Horrible. Absolutely horrible, man. So, guys, let the demons in your life, man. Don't be afraid. Demons are there for a reason. Demons are not evil, guys. I've explained this to you many, many times. Demons are not evil. It is not evil to be demonic. And yeah, to finalize all of this, I want to talk about some things. I want to tell you guys about a dream that I had. Actually, this is a very interesting dream. It was a very vivid dream as well. But ever since I've been gangster, I've been having some pretty lucid dreams, and they tell me a lot of things. So basically, I'm walking around in the streets somewhere here in Germany, and I see this group of dudes. They looked kind of gay, to be honest, like they were homosexuals. I don't know why I was there, but the dream didn't explain anything to me. So I'm just, I'm just following along with, just telling you guys what happened, okay? Well, not happened, but, in the dream, right? So there's this, let's say, group of pretty boys or twinks or whatever you want to call them. I just started talking to them, and then I asked them something about I don't know why, but I brought up I brought up the topic of devil worship and Satanism, and then they, I don't know, they got scared, and then they started shouting, and they got really scared and started shouting and accusing me and said, "You are the devil, you're the devil," and they ran away, right? And then I just left. I was confused. Why did that happen? And I just left and I started walking in the streets, and there were just people shuffling around from me, just practically the same way that it happens to me every day in gang stalking, right? And the people would insult me and jeer at me, and a lot of them seemed like genuinely scared, like they were scared, like terrified, you know what I mean? There was this look, almost like I was about to, like, you know that look people have on their faces in those scary movies where they're about to be like chopped up into pieces? Yeah, that kind of look. And there was this black woman. She was a little bit fat, looked a bit like Queen Latifah, and she had a big dog, and he was blind. And he looked almost enraged. But when he saw me, that dog was just like barking like crazy. He was enraged. And then everybody was like attacking me, and then someone spoke to me inside of me. It's not like a voice. It's more like an internal voice, not like in a schizophrenic way, like you hear voices. No, more like an internal voice. And I think this was a demon, talking to me inside of me, giving me answers, because a lot of the stupid people who don't believe in God, who don't believe in nature, and specifically demons, they think everything is logical and scientific, because they've strayed away from nature. They don't understand that a lot of things can be understood intuitively from inside, right? So not every answer is necessarily going to come from some kind of whatever. So this demon, I think, told me, it's like, because I was wondering, like, why is this happening? Am I being attacked by devils or demons or something? And then the voice, the demon, told me, no, you are not actually being attacked by demons, because what the demon said was that the demons and devils do not attack or chase after other demons. and devils, right? Because you are a demon and a devil, um, by which he means, you know, that you are demonized, as in you are part of, how to say, you're part of nature. You're a natural human, right? You're a natural human. You're part of nature. You're demonized. So he said, demons are not going to attack you because you're demonized, So so I asked him, so what's happening? Why are these people attacking me? Why is this happening? Why are they afraid? And the demon said, no, these are just humans and they are afraid of you. That's all there is to it. They said, the demon said that these humans are afraid of you, um, and they are terrified of you because you're a natural human and you threaten them. Basically, you're much 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 stronger than them. So they are so terrified and afraid of you that they have to bring in all these people to gang up on you. Sort of like, I don't know how to explain it, but imagine if we just released, if we just released a lion, some in some high street, for example. If we release the lion into like a high street, what's going to happen is, a group of people are going to form. We're going to send like 10 or 12 people to to catch the lion, right? Because one person can't deal with that lion, right? And that's basically how it is. So in that dream, they told me that these people are terrified and they're scared by you because you're much stronger, and stronger just means more dangerous. So they have to mob you, they have to gang up on you, because otherwise, you know. Anyway, that's what they told me in the dream. So this dream revealed to me a lot of things about demons, because even things that I hadn't really understood before. Because I used to think that, like, demons are like evil or something, like an evil force. But this is actually a misunderstanding of demonology. It's not an evil force. It's actually a good force. It's a natural force. It just means that you are connected to nature, so you have a lot of demons. That's all it means. It's definitely not a bad thing. Um, you know, and yeah. So what I want to talk about as well is, you know, yeah, Christianity actually has a problem with nature, and I can actually prove this to you. There's one of the letters of Saint Paul, and in the writings of Saint Paul actually criticizes what he refers to as the natural man. And he thinks, in his opinion, that the natural man, and by which he means like people that just live in the wilderness, um, that there's something wrong with them, and that being Christian is like superior or better or whatever. Complete nonsense. I mean, guys, remember, a lot of these people writing these books, um, were very, very neurotic types of people. Like they just did not understand nature very well. And no surprise, that they are following basically a man who was crucified on a crucifix. You know, let's not even go into that one, right? I think it's pretty self-evident. But anyway, I think I covered a lot of things I wanted to cover, and yeah, pretty much what I'm gonna say again is, let the demons in your life, guys. We need demons in our lives. We don't need to sterilize ourselves from nature. We need more nature. We need more life force. We need more of these demons in our lives.